DIRT TRAX TV is sponsored by Polaris, think outside. Can-Am, follow your path. Yamaha's proven off-road side-by-sides and ATVs, realize your adventure. Team MSC, when you just gotta have the best. Honda Power Sports, power your dreams, whatever the terrain. Arctic Cat, share our passion.
Say what you want about new manufacturers entering the big bore ATV market, but one thing we can agree on, competition is a good thing. Competition drives innovation and keeps manufacturers focused on offering features and packages that'll attract buyers to their brand. It also motivates manufacturers to keep pricing competitive, putting more power in the hands of the consumer. That's you. We've had some experience with Segway's side-by-side lineup in the past, including the Villain, the Fugleman, and the Super Villain, and so far, we've been impressed with what we've seen. Today, we've got ourselves a 2026 Segway Snarler AT10W. This is Segway's premium, highest-end ATV offering, featuring a 999cc parallel twin, pumping out a claimed 97 horsepower. That's big power from an ATV, outdone only by Can-Am's 101 horsepower Outlander. In sport mode, power comes on strong and builds to an impressive top end. We actually reached 121 kilometers an hour on our closed course straightaway. For trail riding though, we found that normal mode or sport off worked best, and CVT clutches shift smoothly throughout the entire power band. The AT10W features Segway branded aluminum body piggyback shocks with a threaded preload collar and compression and rebound adjustability. There's nearly limitless tunability in these shocks, and they might be a bit advanced for the average rider. We always recommend doing your own suspension validation, and if you need help from a professional, give our friends at Accelerated Technologies a call. Dual A-arms up front and out back deliver 7.3 inches of front travel and 8.3 in the rear, and the high clearance arched lower A-arms allow for 12.5 inches of ground clearance, so you can confidently cruise over stumps, rocks, and other trail obstacles. This unit also features this oddly set up rear sway bar, which does a decent job of keeping the vehicle planted when cornering, and also keeps the vehicle stable when you're carrying a passenger. That said, there is quite a bit of body roll up front when cornering aggressively, and we feel the addition of a front sway bar would be beneficial for future updates of this model. Gripping the ground are a set of 30-inch by 10-inch O-bore tires wrapped around these nice-looking 14-inch beadlock wheels. This is a massive tire setup and provides decent traction for the amount of power this thing's put into the ground. I'm personally not always a fan of a square tire setup on an ATV, as I feel the wider fronts make for a more labored steering. Thankfully, this unit is also equipped with selectable 3-mode electronic power steering, which lets you choose the level of input you prefer and delivers light, nimble handling through the trails. We've played around in all 3 modes and found minimum to be more than enough. Medium felt like it was almost too much assist, and max is something we'd probably only use if we had both front and rear differentials fully locked. 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, front and rear diff lock, and fully unlocked diff are actuated on the right handlebar cluster here. Although these options are fantastic to have, this setup feels overly complicated and took several of us a while to get figured out, even with these little icons. Up front is a standard 4,500-pound Nova winch with a synthetic rope, providing significant pulling power to get you out of sticky situations. And this beefy front brush guard protecting the LED headlights comes standard, giving off a premium feel and making this machine look super aggressive. Out back is a 2-inch hitch receiver providing towing capacity of 1,543 pounds, which is more than ample for towing a small trailer or implement. Plus, there's an outlet to power your trailer taillight, and there's a large storage compartment out back and another on the tank equipped with a 12-volt outlet as well as a USB outlet. Both compartments are key locked and key actuated, though we do feel this setup might be a bit tiresome after a while when you need quick access to your compartments. Quite frankly, a quarter-turn fastener or even a simple latch would probably be a better solution. In the saddle, the driver's perched up really high. This is a big machine. There's lots of room in the footwells for both the driver and the passenger, and these grippy aluminum foot pegs make sure your boots stay put. Plus, this oversized bodywork provides a bit more protection from wind on cold days. And these fenders are going to keep you and your passenger fairly protected from roost. Plus, to keep your digits toasty, it features heated grips and a thumb warmer. This black and white display is easy to read, providing all necessary vehicle information such as speed, operating temperature, EPS, and more. However, we think Segway may have unintentionally put itself at a disadvantage over competitive machines like the C-Force 1000 Touring. With Segway's inventory of full-color premium displays like the ones found in the Villain and Supervillain, we're left wondering why this feature was overlooked on their premium highest-end ATV. And we're hoping that in the future we'll see a better option available on this unit. And although not the most stylish, the AT10W is equipped with handlebar-mounted mirrors, which allow for quick visual checks of riders behind you or on the cargo you're hauling without taking your focus off the trail in front of you. And if you don't like them, you can just take them off. Plus, you can connect your vehicle to the Segway Powersports app for vehicle diagnostics and a host of features such as airlock auto start, EPS settings, and more. The 2026 Snarler AT10W makes it clear that Segway isn't just dabbling in the big bore ATV market. With nearly 100 horsepower, premium suspension, and top-tier features, this ATV delivers serious performance and capability. But what really sets it apart is the value it brings to the table. Competition like this drives innovation. It sharpens pricing and ultimately benefits every rider in the market. Segway's built a value-packed, big-bore ATV that the competition should be paying attention to. In our opinion, that's a win for consumers.
This portion of Dirt Trax TV has been brought to you by MBRP Performance Exhaust, built for the victory lap.
It's no surprise that the biggest and baddest, most heavy-duty side-by-side on the market also has some available accessories that are pretty heavy-duty themselves. And so today I'm going to outfit our Ranger XD 1500 with Lock Ride Max to get the job done. The Ranger 1500 has capabilities like no other, boasting 3,500 pounds of towing, 1,500 pounds box capacity, and a standard 6,000 pound winch on this 6-seat Ultimate I have today. But the truth is, to work as hard as the Ranger was built to, Polaris engineering and accessory teams upped the game and built Lock Ride Max accessories, built to be just as tough as the XD 1500. Now, at the heart of the system that I'm installing today is the MCS, or Modular Cargo System, and this is a full rack that goes over the rear of the 1500's box. Polaris calls it an overbed system. I call it one heavy-duty starting point for the biggest jobs at hand. Now, you can choose to attach your own gear with universal mounts to the MCS, but the cleanest and easiest way to ensure compatibility and robustness is to grab yourself some of the other Lock Ride Max add-ons. And considering Polaris offers a rear headache rack mounted winch, I also wanted to add in the built-in MCS winch bracket so that I can put one of these on down the road in the future. So step 2 for Lock Ride Max is the crossbed rail system, and this is a great starting point to be able to attach all kinds of accessories within the box of your Ranger XD 1500. The crossbed rail allows me to attach any of the Lock Ride Max accessories mid-box or really anywhere inside of the box. I opted for a Colpin Stronghold gun mounting bracket, so come hunting season I'll be ready to go and my gun will be safe inside the box covered by my cargo rack. Now, the most obvious use for this MCS rack system is the tool holder, and it, once installed, gives you the opportunity to put on long-handled tools like shovels or rakes. With the tool rack, you're going to need to grab yourself a few sets of multi-purpose tool holders. These easy-to-use tool clamps mount onto the tool rack and allow you to load up any long-handled equipment. You can relocate the tool racks to the left or right side depending on how you prefer to carry, or opt for both sides and take twice as much with you. Now, to give yourself the most flexibility possible, adding a set of MCS inner cargo roof rack rails will mean that you can give yourself the most versatility and mount anything inside of the box. These rails give you the ultimate flexibility to utilize that inner cargo space that might otherwise not get used. I could even snap on the tool rack inverted and line the roof with more multi-purpose tool holders for any number of tools that I'd like to have on the job. The options are endless. While I'm on the inside of the cargo bed, I'd also like to put in a spare tire carrier. Again, this mounts up to the Lock and Ride Max mounts, and because I have both side rails as well as the crossbed rail, I can pick how my spare tire is mounted, either in line with the box sides or sideways inside the box forward of the rail or aft. Now, while I'm here upgrading the Ranger XD 1500, my stock tires are getting a little bit worn down, so I thought why not opt for a set of pre-mounted Pro Armor tires and rims direct from Polaris. Seeing as our 1500 has the steel drive transmission, we don't want to mess with the tire size and throw everything off. So I went with the 5306 matte 15-inch rim as well as the 30x10 Pro Armor Crawler AT tire. Now this is a square setup, so I'm going to add a small spacer in the rear to help keep the stance, but I can now rotate these tires to get the most wear life out of them. The Crawler AT really is an all-terrain tire with 8-ply triple-belted ballistic sidewalls for ultimate puncture resistance when hauling a load. But the taller lug height of the Crawler AT will ensure that we're getting the best traction possible from the XD 1500 no matter the terrain that we encounter. The XD 1500 really is a workhorse, and so equipping it with a brand new set of tires and rims as well as all of the really nice Lock and Ride Max accessories just means that we're gonna get that much more out of it.
This portion of Dirt Tracks TV has been brought to you by Suzuki. It's not a quad unless it's a King Quad.
If you're an ATV or side-by-side owner, statistics say that it's very likely you own a pickup truck or an SUV. Statistics also say that a large number of you live in places that get snow in the winter. If you're one of those who do, you'll be very familiar with the frustration and, at least for me, sadness of watching your stock or expensive aftermarket aluminum wheels look worse and worse as winters progress. Most aluminum wheels are not designed for use in winter climates where salt and other ice melting products are used, and it's exactly these products that kill the finish on your nice aluminum wheels. Fastco, parent company for Fast HD, Fast, Braylon, and Replica wheels, has developed a series of wheels that are specifically designed to survive even the harshest winter environments while still looking just as good as the day you bought them. They sent us a set of their Fast HD Muramasa wheels in bright silver with a black beadlock ring for our F150 work truck. Before I go any further, I just want to say these wheels look awesome. They are truly stunning. But I also want to point out a few things about these wheels that I think are important for a person shopping for a set of either winter wheels or wheels to run year-round should know, starting with the fact that they are designed and engineered in Canada. Why is this important? Well, because if Canada is known for one thing, it's harsh winters. And Canadians know and understand the effect these harsh winters can have on our shiny new vehicles and their shiny new wheels. So, knowing your wheels are designed in Canada should give you confidence in the fact that they have been designed for and tested in the harshest winter conditions. If they'll survive here and still look good, they will survive anywhere. The second thing to know about Fastco winter-rated rims is that their winter-approved finishes meet industry standards for corrosion resistance to prevent pitting and peeling due to salt exposure. It's also important to understand that the Fast HD line of wheels in particular have been constructed to handle higher load ratings and more rugged conditions like the ones an ATV or side-by-side owner might see while towing their toys to the local trailhead. Fastco wheels are built from the highest quality materials. They're offered in a wide range of sizes, offsets, and bolt patterns to fit a huge number of vehicles, and they're guaranteed to fit. Now you might be wondering, are there any other winter-rated wheel options from other manufacturers? And the answer is yes, but there's so much more to just having a winter rating. If that rating is not backed up by years of hands-on experience in the exact winter conditions the wheels are rated for, I question just how valuable that winter rating could possibly be. Which is, again, why it's so important that Fastco winter-rated rims are designed and engineered in Canada when it comes to consumer confidence and peace of mind. Aftermarket wheels aren't cheap, and whether you're buying them strictly for winter use with winter tires or to use all year long with all-season rated tires, you want to know and trust that your expensive set of cool-looking wheels will stay looking cool year after year. Our F-150 was looking pretty sad with the stock wheels, but with a Fast HD set of wheels mounted, it looks like a completely different truck. And I know it's going to stay looking this good no matter how harsh this winter gets.
Dirt Tracks TV has been sponsored by Yamaha, revs your heart. Honda, life is better on a Honda. ITP, innovation, traction, performance. Fast HD, roam fearlessly. Kawasaki, let the good times roll.
Here's a bold statement. At this point in history, no other manufacturer in the off-road industry is paying more attention to its ATV division than Can-Am. 2 years ago, we saw a completely overhauled Gen 3 Outlander featuring a brand new Rotax single-cylinder engine available in 2 power outputs and a wide assortment of trim levels and applications. And last season, Can-Am pulled the sheets off a new Rotax 1000R V-twin, pumping out a mind-bending 101 horsepower. These aren't one-off models either, with its engineering team paying attention to the needs of trail riders, mud riders, and work applications. For model year 2026, Can-Am didn't disappoint, not only refreshing some familiar faces, but introducing new models and innovative new tech that we haven't seen from any other manufacturer in the ATV industry so far. We recently got invited to the Turpin Meadows Ranch just outside Jackson, Wyoming for our first spin aboard the 2026 Outlander line and got to check out some of the new technology available on these models. First up, we're so happy to see Can-Am reinvest in its Outlander 6x6. It's been about 11 years since we had an Outlander 6x6 at the Dirt Trax World headquarters, and I still talk about what an amazing machine that is. For model year 26, the Outlander Max 6x6 gets updated to the G3 platform, and it's offered in multiple engine and trim packages, including the 50 horsepower Rotax 700 single, the 82 horsepower 850 V-twin, and the 101 horsepower V-twin. Mated to the P-Drive primary and a new dual roller driven clutch, geared 25% lower for increased low-end torque and maximum hauling capability. We get a rip on the Backcountry 1000R, which features 30-inch XPS Iron Force tires, 14-inch beadlock wheels, Showa gas-charged shocks, 13 inches of ground clearance, front and center sway bars, and a dumping rear cargo box with a whopping 1,000-pound capacity. It's also equipped with intelligent engine braking, a speed limiter, work standard and sport engine modes, and a 3,500-pound winch with synthetic rope. And the front and sides of the box, as well as the tailgate, can all be removed to convert it to a flatbed. Plus, there's an electric power tilt actuator available as a Can-Am accessory that automatically dumps the box with the push of a button, so you don't even have to get up off the seat. The Outlander Max 6x6 Backcountry is a more capable, work-ready vehicle than any other ATV on the market, and it's a high-performance trail machine that rides so nice you'll forget it has an extra row of tires out back. BRP was first to include semi-active suspension on a snowmobile, and now its engineers are the first to adapt SMART-SHOX onto an ATV. For model year 26, the Outlander and Outlander Max XTP 1000R and the Limited and Limited Max 1000R are available with SMART-SHOX, which measures and adjusts valve timing up to 200 times per second to deliver on-the-fly adjustability to both compression and rebound for maximum suspension performance. Riders can set and modify up to 5 modes depending on the model to deliver more control to riders in the widest variety of conditions. Models equipped with SMART-SHOX also get BRP's 10.25-inch touchscreen display that offers multiple screens including all vehicle diagnostics, maps, group ride, Bluetooth connectivity, as well as quick menus to adjust your shock settings, ride modes, IEB, and Tri-Mode DPS, so you can completely customize your Outlander's performance tailored specifically to your riding style. Let's not forget, these premium models are also outfitted with the 101 horsepower Rotax V-twin, gorgeous tire and wheel packages, LEDs front and back, and all the top-tier performance features you'd expect from your Outlander. The most surprising addition for this season is a full production Outlander and Outlander Max Electric. Hey, you quit your groaning. I gotta admit, this was the vehicle I was least interested in trying, and it ended up being the one that impressed me the most. Can-Am's engineers have developed a 47 horsepower Rotax e-Power unit and battery that delivers instant torque. And when I say instant, I mean it. Response at the press of your thumbs is immediate. It'll stretch your arms and put a smile on even the biggest skeptic's face. And we recorded a top speed of 52 miles an hour. This model features regenerative braking with 3 levels of adjustment and a unique liquid cooling system that allows it to perform optimally even in the harshest conditions. Plus, it's direct drive with its transmission located in the rear of the vehicle, so no CVT and no belts. Its 8.9 kilowatt battery will reach an 80% charge in 50 minutes on a 240 volt charger and in 3 hours on a 120. And it'll go from 0 to 100% charge in 90 minutes on a level 2 charger and just over 5 hours on a 120. And it delivers a range of up to 50 miles in optimal riding conditions, but more like around 30 miles at average trail riding speeds. This ATV performed on par with an Outlander 700 XT as far as ride quality and handling, and it features dynamic power steering, a speed limiter, work, normal, and sport engine modes, Fastco Lock QE front differential, XPS Recon Force tires and nice looking wheels, plus a full color 5-inch digital display, which is unique to this model and shows all vehicle diagnostics, battery and charging information, as well as vehicle settings. The Outlander Electric is perfect for property owners, ranchers, farmers, or anyone interested in EV technology. It's not for everyone, but I gotta say this, if you ever get a chance to try one, I think you're gonna be as impressed as we were. Can-Am's 2026 Outlander lineup proves once again the company's commitment to the off-road industry. By combining rider-focused design, cutting-edge technology, and class-leading performance, Can-Am delivers machines that meet the diverse needs of ATV owners. These latest updates to the Outlander lineup not only raise the bar for capability and performance, they emphasize Can-Am's devotion to exceeding the expectation of ATV enthusiasts everywhere.
Make sure to subscribe and comment below for real interaction with the Dirt Trax crew.